Hi, we are Team 4. Today I'll discuss our project, which explores the impact of AI-driven marketing and digital manipulation on beauty standards, particularly for millennials and Generation Z. With the rise of virtual influencers and Photoshops and AI tools, beauty ideals have become increasingly unrealistic. This project aims to raise awareness, challenge these narrow standards, and promote healthier self-image among young people. The influencer industry is booming, projected to reach $24 billion by 2024. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube dominate, with AI-generated influencers driving significant engagement. For example, Rosie, a South Korean virtual influencer, collaborates with luxury brands like Chanel and Hermes, earning over 2 billion won in 2022. Her hyper-realistic appearance perpetuates unattainable beauty ideals. Similarly, brands like Tiffany and Prada leverage AI to create personalized marketing experiences, such as Prada's Muse, Virtual Muse Candy. However, these tools often reinforce stereotypes and promote aesthetic homogeneity. The effects on younger audiences are concerning. Constant exposure to idealized images shapes unrealistic beauty standards. Research shows a 0.4% of negative impact AI tools on self-esteem, which though subtle accumulates over time, harming mental health and fostering dissatisfaction. Social implications are alarming. The use of AI and deepfake technologies in advertisement has made it easier to create highly realistic but misleading content, contributing to the spread of false information, polluting the information environment, and fostering skepticism. Furthermore, the proliferations of unrealistic beauty idols in AI-driven advertisements, such as those promoting weight loss, can reinforce harmful beauty standards that negatively affect self-esteem, body image, and mental health. These ads often target vulnerable groups, deepening the information divide and promoting harmful idols. Next, in order to address the negative impact of virtual influencers and Photoshop on the aesthetic of young people, some countries have enacted various laws and regulations and educational programs, and various brands have launched awareness campaigns. For example, since October 2017, France's photography retouch has been enforced. This requirement aims to reduce the negative impact of idealized images on mental health of the public, especially young people. This law requires labeling retouched images to mitigate their negative impact on mental health. In addition to government policies, major brands and public interest organizations are also actively taking action. For example, Dove runs a series of beauty campaigns such as hashtag Turn Your Back to help young people reject the digital standards of beauty and embrace their authentic selves. Also, they encourage teens to resist AI beauty filters and boost self-confidence through educational programs. This is in addition to several other programs such as hashtag the campaign for rare beauty and more.
So now I'll introduce the psychological, the social, and cultural factors of today's issue. So let's start with the psychological impact. First, mistrust and skepticism. Deepfake technology makes it harder to tell real from fake, especially for younger generations. This has eroded trust in ads and media content. Second, these technologies push unrealistic beauty standards. Deepfake weight loss ads, for example, show exaggerated bodies or fake success stories. This leads to dissatisfaction, low self-esteem, and even eating disorders. Lastly, targeting vulnerable groups is a big issue. AI tools exploit people's weaknesses, particularly in young adults and low-income individuals, making them easy targets for manipulative ads. Now let's look at social factors. First, celebrity misuse. Deepfakes have been used to create fake ads, like Korean celebrity Dex being linked to illegal gambling, and Korean singer Sungkyunkwan being used to promote fraudulent investments. These lead to fake endorsements that mislead fans and damage reputations. Next, the audience impact. The MZ generation, who rely heavily on social media, are losing trust in digital content. They are left confused and skeptical about what's real and what's fake. Finally, this leads to the erosion of social trust. Misleading deepfake ads pollute the media environment, creating widespread uncertainty and skepticism. Finally, let's discuss cultural factors. Deepfake ads promote a single, idealized standard of beauty, leading to homogenization of beauty standards. This marginalizes diverse body types and health definitions. They also contribute to cultural identity erosion. By reinforcing Western-centric beauty ideals, as shown on the screen right now, they overshadow diverse, localized aesthetics. And lastly, the negative societal impact. Vulnerable groups are targeted, which deepens insecurities and promotes unrealistic expectations, leaving many dissatisfied and disconnected from their own cultural values. In summary, virtual influencers, Photoshop, and AI like deepfakes are reshaping beauty perception in harmful ways. They erode trust, push impossible standards, and marginalize diversity. So we have chosen to focus on individuals in their teens and 20s because this age group is the most active on social media platforms where AI influencers and heavily Photoshopped content are prevalent. Adolescents and young adults are also at a formative age in developing their self-esteem and body image, making them particularly susceptible to the influence of digital media. By including both male and female participants, we aim to capture diverse perspectives on how these beauty standards affect people from across different genders also. So the pictures that you see here are some of the interview scenes that we had in our project today.
So concerning the interview, our first point was changing definitions of beauty. The concept of beauty is increasingly diverse and individualistic. Many participants emphasize the importance of self-expression. For example, a 28 years old Liv Seller defined beauty as the ability to express myself freely. A 16-year-old high school student explained that social media trends often set unrealistic expectations, and these platforms amplify the visibility of beauty ideals, but may also homogenize diverse aesthetic. Second one is emotional and psychological impacts. The exposure to highly edited images on social media elicits mixed emotion. A 28 years old Liv Seller admitted to feeling anxious after seeing perfect individuals online, wondering how such perfection is achievable. Similarly, a 23-year-old Sha Hongshu user shared how the constant portrayal of slim, idealized bodies caused her to feel self-conscious about her own appearance. Photoshop and filters, while appreciated as tools for self-enhancement, were also seen as contributors to body image issues. A 16-year-old student stated that filters create unrealistic expectations of perfection, leading to insecurities about natural look. The third point was cultural and media representation. So cultural differences significantly shape perceptions of beauty. For instance, a 23-year-old animation student observed that in her culture, natural beauty and slenderness are highly valued, whereas a French illustrator emphasizes individuality and natural elegance. Despite these variations, many participants agreed that media representation often fails to reflect true diversity. And a 22-year-old model from France noted that while progress is being made, media still favors a narrow definition of beauty. So our last point was solutions and recommendations. So participants offered thoughtful suggestions for reducing the negative impacts of social media and Photoshop. Several highlighted the need for greater authenticity in online content. For example, a 23-year-old Sha Hongshu user recommended showing a side-by-side comparisons of edited and unedited images to raise awareness of the manipulation involved. Additionally, a 24-year-old costume designer called for an environment that embraces diverse aesthetic, and this strategy aimed to shift the focus from external beauty to self-confidence and personal growth. So some of them said encourage authenticity and diversity in online content, and there is a need for more campaigns celebrating real beauty in diverse body types. The interviews really revealed a shift toward more individualistic and inclusive definitions of beauty, with many participants emphasizing self-expression and natural features. Despite the challenge posed by digital tools, there was a shared desire for self-acceptance and confidence, highlighting a collective movement towards more diverse, authentic, and empowering beauty representation. And so the campaign we choose aims to raise awareness about how AI-driven virtual influencers and excessive use of Photoshop shape and narrow societal beauty standards. It seeks to encourage critical thinking about unrealistic standards and foster appreciation for authentic beauty. The initiatives aspires to empower consumers to challenge conventional norms and embrace their true selves. So, with the Real Pixels, Real People campaign, we aim to redefine the use of virtual influencers by creating avatars that reflect the diversity of real people. Every pixel in our virtual avatars reflects the unique traits that make individuals special, like freckles, scars, diverse body types, and other authentic features. So our campaign will be visible across multiple platforms. It will be featured on social media channels like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok with dynamic content such as videos, interactive stories, polls that encourage audience participation. Additionally, the campaign will be displayed on digital video screens in Metro, offering an engaging visual experience for commuters. Alongside the digital screen, traditional print ads will appear in metro station, providing a straightforward yet powerful way to spread the message of inclusivity and self-acceptance. And to complete the online and offline experiences, we'll also set up a pop-up activation with a free photo booth where visitors can capture moments that reflect their uniqueness. And also, we will do talks on social media about unrealistic beauty ideals. So, the Real Pixels, Real People campaign unfolds over 13 months to ensure a thoughtful and impactful rollout. The first 6 months are dedicated to concept development and creating diverse virtual influencer and contents. Months 7 and 8 focus on launching digital activations on social media. During months 9 and 10, metro screens and interactive feature bring the campaign to life. On month 11 and 13, they prioritize community engagement with the hashtag MyRealBeauty. And month 14 concludes with performance analysis and future planning. So this timeline ensures each phase contributes to promoting diversity and self-acceptance effectively. Thank you for listening